So there's this YouTube channel called Wired, and what they do as a segment is make celebrities answer the web's most searched questions about them. Now, I'm by no means a celebrity, but there are thousands and thousands of people moving to Orlando. So as a resident and realtor, I'm gonna try and answer the web's most searched questions about Orlando. So we're starting off with a very simple one, and the question is, what is Orlando known for? Now, obviously, the first thing that comes to my mind is theme parks. Disney, Universal, I mean, millions of people visit these places every single year. And when you think Orlando, probably the second thing you think is Disney World. I know there's a lot more to Orlando that doesn't necessarily get highlighted as much, which is why moving into the new year, I will be doing that as a segment on the channel, highlighting these places that don't get as much spotlight. So definitely stay tuned for that. But as far as what Orlando is best known for, I'd have to say theme parks. The questions on Google were a little bit too bland for me. I'm sure you guys don't care to know all the Orlando zip codes or why the Orlando International Airport is called MCO. So I hopped on the Orlando subreddit and picked out a couple questions. The best cell phone coverage in Central Florida. Now, when I first moved here about 4 years ago, I had Metro PCS and it was not the best experience. I ran into a lot of dead spots, especially in Davenport and Claremont. Now I'm with T-Mobile though. I can definitely say it's much better now. I'm pretty much good everywhere I go. I think Davenport still doesn't have enough towers, so I occasionally run into like the dead spots and that kind of thing, but pretty much Claremont, Celebration, Winter Park, Windermere, Dr. Phillips, Lake Nona, places that I'm pretty much at very often, don't really run into any problems. A lot of people do like Verizon though, so either or, you should be fine. Bike friendly neighborhoods in Orlando. Now the first place that comes to mind is downtown Orlando and its surrounding districts. I'd also say Celebration as well. I think the sidewalks are a bit wider and they have dedicated trails and paths and all that kind of stuff. Downtown Winter Garden, and by extension Oakland as well. If you're not familiar with Oakland, it's basically Celebration but newer homes, and I get that question too every once in a while, which is, I like Celebration, I like the aesthetic, but I don't like that the homes are so old, or at least older than they might like. So I think Oakland is a really great alternative. David Weekly Homes is the builder for that community specifically in Oakland, and it's like 10 minutes by bike to downtown Winter Garden with all the shops, restaurants, and all that kind of stuff. So off the top of my head, those would be my personal picks for bike-friendly neighborhoods in Orlando. All right, so the next question is custom architects, and I dived deep into the comments of this particular question, and what they were asking for were custom home builders in Central Florida. I'd say Phil Keen. I think they build a really great home when it comes to craftsmanship, attention to detail, really nice finishes, all that kind of stuff. I think they really do a good job. I'd also say FG Schwab. I really love their homes in Winter Park. They're actually building a home right now just very few minutes from Park Ave in Winter Park. So great location, great home. If you're interested, let me know. I'd also recommend Element Home Builders. They do a lot of work in Windermere. I'd also say J. Drews as well. They do quite a bit of work in Bella Colina and the Claremont area. All right, so next question is average price for a haircut. Now, I personally spend 30 bucks. I know some people who spend 60. And by the way, I know I'm in need of a haircut right now. Don't judge me. But I know some people who spend 20. I know there's a place in Disney Springs that charges like 130 bucks. But for the average, I would say somewhere around 30 to 40, maybe 20 to 40 as an average for a haircut. Is it possible to live car-free in Orlando? The answer, astoundingly, at least in my opinion, is no. Now, going back to that bike-friendly question, I do think there's areas in Orlando where you would use your car a lot less, but I don't think you could do without a car completely. That's something maybe we need to improve on. But as far as right now, I do believe you would need a car to get around in Orlando. By the way, this is going to be a reoccurring segment on the channel, so make sure you comment down below your questions so you can have them answered in the next video, and also DM me on Instagram if you want to as well. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Now back to the video. Next question is fun stuff to do at Christmas time in Orlando. Now the first one that pops into my head is Celebration with their nightly snowfall. They also have a artificial ice skating rink, very kid friendly. You also have card. You can also get a horse carriage ride, which is pretty cool. If you want to take your kids to get a picture with Santa, I believe they always have one in the mall at Millennia, which is right in the heart of Orlando. You also have dazzling lights in the Lou Gardens, which is pretty cool. It's almost like a mile long, just a really nice light show, always heavily supported. Just a very cool experience overall, very picture friendly. So if you're looking to take some crispy Christmas photos, make sure to go check out dazzling lights in Lou Gardens, as well as checking out all the other theme parks with their own individual Christmas celebrations. I definitely didn't highlight all of them, but there's quite a bit of things to do at Christmas time in Orlando. And the last question for today was, I can't find a realtor. Someone help me, please. I need somebody to help me move to Orlando. All right. that wasn't a real question. But if you are looking to move to Orlando, I'd love to be your real estate advisor. So please reach out. Number is going to be 407-906-9282, or you could email me at romariog@salesorlandofl.com. If you like this video, please go ahead and like the video. Comment down below your questions so I can answer them in the next episode of this series. Really excited. Hope you guys like this one. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. But until then, stay safe.